What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. It's been a minute. I know it's been like a couple of months, maybe. But we're back on the grind. Came back in time for UFC 308. Probably the best main event this year. Ilya Topuria versus Max Holloway. Great stylistic matchup. Great card. Great main card. We have some flunk fights. Fizzled out bouts, but still a great card nonetheless. Obviously, it's in Abu Dhabi. Where else would it be? It won't be in America. Definitely won't be in Las Vegas, even though it's the fighting city. It doesn't matter. But, it is what it is. Still blessed with this main card. So let's get right into it, man. Renat Feredikov versus Carlos Leal. I think he was supposed to fight some other dude. I forgot. But, yeah, I'm not picking Carlos, respectfully. I don't really know much. I think it was supposed to be Phil Rowe, I thought it was. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm picking Renat. He's a great fighter, regardless of his close decision with Nicholas Dalby. I know he's 40, but he's a tough out for like most people for some reason. It is what it is. I'm gonna pick Renat. Maybe early finish, but I'm gonna go decision. I think Carlos Lil has a good background in fighting. He's not a shit fighter, so respect to him. But I got Renat. He's just a lot to deal with. You need a full camp with him. I think he has like a whole game plan. He'll take you down if you need to, so he'll do what he needs to do to win. I think he'll get it by decision. Moving on, Ismail Nuradov versus Bruno Silva. Um, Ismail hasn't fought in 4 years. If you look at let's just look at his you see there's a picture of him. Well, you can't see it, but he's wearing Reebok shorts for sure. I mean, look at the lighting compared to the rest of them. Yeah, I'm picking Bruno Silva, even though he's old. He's 1-4 in his last bouts, but last 5 bouts. But Alex Pereira, tough fights in there. I think he fought Shara. It's a tough bout. Like he's fought he's fought good comp, so it's not nothing against him. Ismail, you haven't fought in 4 years. I'm not gonna pick you. With all due respect, I don't know what you've really done. He's not even that good. He's kind of decision guy, so I don't really see him winning a decision against Bruno Silva. He's been more active anyway, so I'm gonna pick Bruno Silva by decision. Farid Basharat versus Victor Hugo. I'm just gonna have to pick Basharat. Basharat brother. I'm not so hyped this one, but Farid's good. He sticks to the game plan, takes him down. I think he can do that. Victor Hugo, haven't heard much about him to be completely honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick Farid. Kind of boring style, but I think he'll win decision. Moving on, my boy Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Chris Barnett. Kennedy moving up from light heavyweight. His light heavyweight days are over. Finally, he's fighting some not fat fucks, but all due respect, but the blobs of heavyweight, which he should do, and Johnny Walker should hop on the same plan. I got Kennedy decision. Should be a good bout for him, like good opener to start his heavyweight career. I think he'll do well. He's 6'5". He's like 6-7 inches taller than with like 7 inches of reach on Chris Barnett. Like I don't know how Chris Barnett's gonna, especially him being like a kickboxer. I don't see how he's gonna manage the distance with that. It's like especially at heavyweight. But Kenny does have a chin. But I mean you're filling yourself up for a heavyweight. So I think his chin will be better here, and I think we'll get a decision, or maybe he can take him down because Kenny he can sub people. People forget, man. But it's been a minute since he's done that. I'm gonna pick Kennedy by decision. Chris Barnett, you also haven't fought in 2 years. I know he has disputes like faults or fights falling out, but I think Kennedy, this is a much better weight class for him. And he's tall. I don't even know how he really made light heavyweight being 6'5". I mean, probably skinny fat, but yeah, I got him by decision or maybe early sub. I think he could sub him, take him down. Like I think that's a real maybe not a real threat for Chris Barnett, but definitely something we could look out for. But anyway, moving up. Abus Magomedov versus Bruno Ferreira. This is a tricky one, man. It's not really easy to call, for sure. But because Abus can, he's not shit. Let's not say he's like a shit fighter. You can take it. He has some good takedowns early in the round. He's not, he did gas out hard as fuck. But that was on short notice. I'm pretty sure, if not against Sean Strickland, but he got his ass beat. But in that second round. But outside that's it's not a 5-rounder. He just won his last bout against, I don't know, I forgot. I think Bruno's might just be tougher than just willpower. I think he's just tougher than Abus. I don't know. That's just me. I think Abus, he's pretty good. I think he could get better. He's improving right now as we speak. But Bruno Ferreira's on a roll. He just fought like 2-3 months ago. I think he'll be well fit for this matchup. I think he'll just outlast Abus over 3 rounds. I don't think he'll finish him maybe, but with a TKO. But Abus is a good wrestler, but I don't know. Striking department's kind of fishy. You could say the same for Bruno because he kind of gets wild. It was Dustin Holzfist he fought. It was really close until the knockdown. It was a really crazy fight, but I'm gonna have to go with Bruno Ferreira. He's just, I don't know. In my opinion, just a little more proven, just a little bit. I know Abus fought Kyle Barajo and Sean Strickland. That's like some tough competition, but I don't know. I just feel like Bruno Ferreira is a little too much on the feet. So, or I could be wrong. Abus could take him down over the course of 3 rounds and win the decision, but I'm gonna take Bruno Ferreira by decision. I think he can, outlast Abus over 3 rounds. Moving on, I think it's a good fight. Oh my god. This one's really hard. Oh my god. Wow, this is on the prelims too. Wow. Anyway, Mateusz Rebecki versus Maitek Orabai. Genghis Khan reincarnated. I was going back and forth, man. This is a good fight on the prelims. Great fight. It's kind of hard. I kind of want to change my pick, but I'm gonna stick with Maitek Orabai. His gas tank's way better than Mateusz Rebecki. We saw in his last bout. He just really lost it at the 3rd round. Just gassed out completely. But Mateusz Rebecki's pretty talented. I don't think anyone should underrate him. He's a good fighter. It's kind of a toss-up, man. But I think Maitek is just he's honestly better on the feet. He's getting better. On striking, and we know his grappling. I think their grappling not real cancel out, but I think Maitek, he kind of has this like a marauder kind of, not marauder type beat walk down type of, I don't know what kind of fighter he is in a way. He's just a Genghis Khan dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he got that aura for sure. And I feel like it kind of gets into people's head like, oh, he's going to take me now, control me for the rest of the round. I think that will kind of like leave openings on the feet for him against Mateusz. And Rebecki's really good, man. I think he'll be a near top 15 ranked fighter even if he loses this because he's talented, But I think Maitek just has a gas tank. He can go over the course of 3 rounds. He had a tough fight with Elvis Brenner. He dropped him, and he's controlled him. So I think that's enough for me to say, okay, Rebecki, he did gas on his last fight. It's a toss up. It's a close fight in my opinion. I think it's going to decision for Maitek Orabai. It's going to be a good fight though for sure. I think Rebecki's going to come in better than he has. He did take some damage in his last fight too, so we'll see how he shows up. I think Orabai will take it by decision. He's pretty good. We'll see him in light. We'll probably see like a next probably ranked fighter if he wins this fight. To be honest, because I think he's peaking right now. He's peaking. We gotta feed him. But this is a good matchup. I got Orabai decision. It is what it is. Moving on. The featured fight of this prelims: Jeff Neal versus RDA Rafael Dos Anjos. RDA, I see how old you are, bro. I think you're like 41, almost 40. I think. Oh, he's gonna be 40 actually, October 26th. I did do my research, so yeah, you're gonna be 40, bro. And Jeff Neal has hands. He's a lot quicker than you on the feet. Now you're at welterweight. You're gonna be a little small welterweight. How tall is he? Yeah, 5'7". Jesus Christ. He could stick to his, takedown, clinch kind of. They both are kind of clinch fighters actually. Now let's think about it, but Jeff Neal, he he showed me a lot more on the feet than RDA. He did drop Gamrot. Let's not forget that. But other than that, he can't really adjust in fights, especially against Gamrot. He just kept getting taken down, same kind of way, literally the same way. I feel like he doesn't really switch up his game plan like when stuff goes wrong, because he's a good fighter until stuff goes wrong. Jeff Neal, they're both kind of the same fighter, but Jeff Neal has hands, And I think it's going to separate him. Jeff Neal also has great takedown defense. Like, I don't think Shavkat took him down. So, and also Shavkat, we're going to talk about him later on, man. The Ore Merchant, he's an Ore Merchant, bro. We talk about Ore Merchants, he's the biggest Ore Merchant. He just has finishes. If he doesn't have finishes, if his name is Jeff, let's just call him, if his name is Ben Baker, he's not having any Ore. Anyway, it's not about him, bro. He had a close fight with Shavkat before he got finished. RDA, just an old man, bro. I don't think he can. He probably could get dropped, but he's a tough ass dude. Tough out. I don't know how he's still ranked. I think he's ranked somehow. He's lost so much, bro. I don't get it. But I'm going Jeff Neal, decision or late TKO. I mean, yeah, I just don't see RDA weathering the storm once it goes wrong, cause shit will go wrong in a fight. So yeah, I got Jeff Neal by decision. I don't think this prelim's gonna be too exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of decisions are gonna be happening, but who knows, man. But yeah, my picks for the prelims: Jeff Neal. I got my takeover by. I got Bruno Ferreira, Kennedy Nizuchuku, Farid Basharat, Bruno Silva, and Renat Feridnikov. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, Ebo Iceland. I didn't even get to him up there. My bad. Yeah, I got Ebo Iceland versus Rafael Checario. Or yeah, man. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I got Ebo Iceland. Short notice. I think Ebo will take care of him. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect to the other guy, he's undefeated. So don't really know much about him. Maybe I will come Saturday night. You never know. Saturday morning, actually. But moving on to the main card. This is what we've been waiting for, man. It's beautiful shit right here. Sadly, that shit fizzled out. We'll see that shit in 310, though. Shara Bullet versus Armen Petrosyan. I've been seeing everyone pick Shara, man. I don't know why, man. I don't know why I feel like this matchup, I feel like he's going to lose his O, bro. I feel like he's going to be that one fighter that's going to lose his O. It's going to be kind of not embarrassing, but it's like, damn. Armen Petrosyan, man, he's not a bad fighter, man. I can see him outpointing Armen, but like I also I don't know, man. I just feel like he has sneaky striking, and I think he'll take him down. Honestly, that's what I think, man. Because if you're Armen looking at this fight, like you're really not gonna outpoint him. He has fast kicks. I feel like he has one way, but the thing is IQ, man. Will that play a big factor in this, man? Should I join the Shara decision train? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. It's definitely going to be his toughest fight, for sure, because he's not just standing there waiting to get leg kicked, This can go either, like, one of two ways. Like, Shara's not going to get it, or get it. Shara's not going to find his rhythm, and he's going to take him down, or Armen's going to take him down, or Armen's just going to get outpointed for the 3 rounds, I'm going to pick the underdog pick, man. I just believe in myself. I'm just going to believe in, like, what I saw on the tape, I think he'll get fraud checked. Not fraud checked crazily. It's going to be a close fight, but I think Armen's going to sniff his crotch a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like he could do that. But I could be, like, 100% wrong. I'm more likely going to be wrong because Shara's pretty good, keeping distance. But we'll see, man. I'm picking Armen Petrosyan by decision, man. I don't know, man. We all know he's not that great, but he's great, in his own regard of, like, kicking. The whole kick game, he has great kicks, but I don't really see anything out of that, man. And he doesn't have the greatest takedown defense. I don't know. It's really a hard one. It's a good matchup though. I'm gonna pick Armen by decision though. That's just me. Lerone Murphy versus Dan Ige. Lerone Murphy, bro. I'm picking you. I just think Dan Ige he beats up the lower levels of competition at featherweight. Now you're facing Lerone Murphy, who just destroyed Edson Barboza. He had no success in that fight. Even he tried to kick. He didn't really try to kick Lerone, but it's probably the reason why he didn't do that. But Danny Ige, we all like Danny Ige. He's always a game, but he had a close fight with Diego, but Diego had to make weight 3 times. That does play a factor in power and kind of gas tank in a way because you're making weight 3 different times. And pick Lerone Murphy. He's definitely just more technical than Dan Ige. I respect Dan Ige. Who doesn't? I think Dan Ige is a great fighter. I just think Lerone Murphy's more technical than him, honestly. I just think he'll outpoint him. I don't think anyone will take takedowns or attempt them at least. And he has great striking defense. He doesn't really get hit cleanly. Doesn't really get rocked. Ige has good power. I'm sure Lerone. I've seen Lerone talk about that. So I think he's definitely ready for this fight. And I think we're gonna see a Lerone Murphy masterclass. With all due respect, man. He kind of is like that. It's kind of that England prowess they have over there. They have that good striking technique, great defense, not great crazy output, but He wins the fights, So I think that's what's gonna happen. And yeah, Lerone Murphy probably 29-28 decision. Moving up, Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. Rakic look good, man. Let's not. I'm gonna pick Magomed, but Rakic looks good, bro. He's probably the most technical light heavyweight we've seen. With kicking, explosiveness, like good boxing. That's the thing though. He kind of does the same thing. Not like Lerone Murphy, but he's just like I feel like if his game plan is to kick at range, keep the distance, hit him with 1-2s, because that's really all he has. He doesn't have like crazy boxing, but he has like clean boxing, if that makes sense, technical. Magomed, he's like a stone. I see him as like a stone brick, right? Like he's just a big block, right? He's gotten better at checking kicks, right? Against Johnny Walker's in all his fights, right? Since that Jan fight where it was a draw. He arguably won that, man. Anyway, I don't think he's gonna take down Rakic. I think he's gonna stand with him. Honestly, I think he can get the better of him. He definitely has more power, more pop than Rakic. Rakic, he has no finishes with his hands, We all seen that fucking crazy head kick he had and slept the boy. That was a while back. He hasn't fought before a year. He hasn't fought in 2 years. He had a knee injury. I'm not saying this is like to say like, oh, he hasn't fought anyone, but I just feel like Magomed, he's improving. We've seen that kind of improvement. We can't say he's literally beaten everyone, right? He's been undefeated for what, 6 years, 5 years. I feel like it speaks to a lot. Like he's 19-1, and that one loss was it was really a Hail Mary triangle, and he got it. Paul Craig, bro. But yeah, I see Magomed winning 29-28. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Slow. I feel like it's gonna be a slow fight. That's what I think. It's gonna be a little boring. Because I don't really see, outside of like maybe Magomed catching him with the TKO, I don't see Rakic finishing Magomed. I don't see it. With all due respect, he doesn't have pop in his hands, Like Yuri got fucking stung. That's Yuri though. That's Yuri with shit striking defense. You can't beat him with like that. I don't think you're beating Magomed. I don't think Yuri beats Magomed. I don't think Yuri beats a lot of people, man. I feel bad. I feel like he's gonna be the odd man out in light heavyweight. When he fights again, he's probably gonna fight Jamal Hill. I think Yuri's cooked in this division. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like his like the game plan's out for him. Like chew up his leg. Maybe he's improving his striking defense. Chew up his leg. Like he's not gonna check the kicks, bro. So I feel like it's a crazy different matchup. People talking about the leg kicks of Rakic. Rakic has good leg kicks, but I feel like Magomed can outside that Jan fight, it's literally because of he got his shit checked. He tried to kick his shit and he got checked. I feel like he's not gonna be throwing kicks, but I think he's gonna box him. I feel like that's what Magomed's game plan is. He could take him down, maybe clinch him up. I think he's gonna clinch him up a little bit, knees to the the thigh, stomps, right? I think Magomed's gonna win it, 29-28, boring decision. With all due respect, but it's enough though. It's already enough to get a title shot. And if Rakic beats him, probably gonna see Rakic get flatlined by Pereira. With all due respect. Moving on. Rob Whittaker, the Reaper, versus Hamzat Borz Chimaev, 13-0. It's a hard one, or is it? I actually don't think so. I think Hamzat's gonna smoke him. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Whittaker can outlast him in the first 2 rounds. When have you seen Whittaker win a first round outside of whatchamacallit? I forget, Ikram, who Chimaev smoked in the first round as well with a crazy upgrade, the same upgrade that Whittaker got. And it was in faster fashion. It was just obviously that's a younger Ikram. He's still improving. He's still young. But Whittaker, Chimaev's young as well. Is he what, 30, 29? He just turned 30, right? That was a while ago. It's like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, more like. But Whittaker, man, I just don't see him winning the first round. And I don't mean it in dominating fashion where he's keeping distance, piecing him up 1-2, or I just don't think even that the 1-2 head kick's probably not gonna be there for him. I don't know. Whittaker, it takes a while for him to get into a fight. For sure. You can see in the Paulo Costa fight, he got fucked with the spinning wheel. Think about that. But think about that happening 2-minute mark, right? He lost that first round against Paulo, most in most people's books, right? I think he's a very slow starter. Obviously, he's downloading info for the third, fourth, fifth. That's where he really shines, the fourth, the third, right? But, like, I don't know, man. I just don't see Whitaker's weathering the storm. I think people forget, like, Hamzat's power, bro. And I know he broke his hand. Like, that's not an excuse where you can't, like, really outstrike Usman on short notice. He 10-8'd Usman, bro. If he can take down Usman on whatever notice, that's, like, one of the best wrestlers the UFC's ever seen. He's probably a top 5 wrestler. Up there with DC, up there with Khabib. He's up there with GSP. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the best wrestlers, regardless of what you say, because he's not been taken down. And Hamzat took him down, like, with the shittiest shot you would ever see. Like, he just ran at him, shoot for a double, switch to a single, and he was trying to fight it off. He was fighting off and then just somehow tripped him. Like, literally, that's what happened. Got his back and mounted him, 10-8'd him the whole round. Even the second round, it was pretty close. He still took him down that round. And the third round, even though he got up. Like, you can say he gassed out, but he broke his hand, like, right? So, like, I don't even think he gassed out. I just think he just broke his hand. Like, he didn't throw anything. Like, he didn't throw anything in the third round. He took him down, right? So, it's context, but at the same time, he could have done better, right? I just feel like Hamzat, like, people forget the power this man has. Like, he low-key got hands. Like, it's not like he's striking sloppy. Like, he can, I feel like, especially with Robert's chin, like, he's taking damage all of the course of his career. Like, and he does not like first rounds. I don't really see Whitaker weathering the storm, man. And I love Whitaker, bro. I'm not saying this to hate on him. It's just true. People saying face reality, but, like, Chimaev, round 1, round 2, Chimaev is something you don't want to go through. Like, I don't think he's going to take him down. I think he's going to knock him out, bro. Because you're going to be worrying about the takedown all throughout the first round, the second round. You know, and that's when, like, Chimaev is most explosive, he's just a dog, right? He's just, like, he's low-key, you know, this may be, like, the comeback of, like, you know, mythical round 1 Chimaev, but I got Chimaev round 1 to KO, bro. Round 2 TKO. Maybe, like, I just got him with the finish, man, early finish, man. Whether it be sub or KO, I don't see Rob. And then obviously, if he gets out of round 2, Rob probably won the fight, with all due respect to Chimaev, but, you know. So I'm going to pick Chimaev early finish against Rob. I like Rob, man. But we're not trying to see Dricus du Plessis versus Rob 2. We're trying to see Hamzat versus DDP. Come on, man. You know it, man. But anyway, yeah, I got Chimaev early finish, man. I'm not going to lie. Main event, Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. Hey, man, the blessed is blessed, brother. You know, if you're not picking me, who you picking, man? I may have to pick Max Holloway on this, bro. No, I'm just playing. I love Max, bro. I really want to pick Max, bro. But I can see him getting dropped. I can see him getting flashed, bro. I can see him getting popped a little bit. You know, he gets hit in all of his fights, man. I'm not saying Ilia's going to KO him. Though I think that's a real possibility. People got to be like, I feel like you can't just say, oh, he's not going to get chin. Like, I can see Max getting dropped. I can see it. I can see him maybe getting hit with like a left jab, maybe not left jab, but like left hook, and then like following that with like a right. I don't know, man. I just see something over the top. Like, since Max is tall, he's just going to throw over the top hook, maybe over the top. I can see like over the top right hand landing flush on his chin. I don't know. But Max throws the punches really well. I just see maxing out damage over the course of 5 rounds. Ilia has good cardio. Wow, it's my alarm. Got to get going soon. But I think Max, he has great cardio, obviously, but I just feel like he is not going to inflict more damage than Ilia is. And Ilia has the threat of the takedown, you know? I feel like he's going to have to use that this fight, for sure. Outside the first round, when he gets to the second, third, fourth, maybe even the third round, we'll see a takedown. I feel like Ilia's going to shoot this fight if he doesn't finish him early, which is a huge possibility. He could finish him in the early rounds, but I don't think so. I just feel like Ilia has more ways to win. He can win via decision on damage. He could KO Max. He could possibly sub Max. Like, you know, there's way more opportunities to, like, win this fight, not just by KO, you know? So, as much as I want to say Max, but, like, the only way Max can win is, like, a complete, like, 50-45, 49-46 decision, or KO him late rounds. That's all I can see. Like that's all. Like there's only like, and usually it's just the first one. He's usually gonna decision you because he has. I'm not saying he has no pop, but the weight cut that takes away some pop. Like we saw how much bigger, how much more damage he inflicted against Gaethje because with the extra 10 pounds. He's losing on this fight. I feel like he has more. Like he's losing a lot more pop. I mean, I'm not saying like he never had. It's almost like I'm bashing Max. Like he has power, bro. Let's not forget that he finished TKZ, bro. Come on, man. He's standing TKO with Brian Ortega, man. He got some power. He doesn't have like that flatline KO power like Ilya, low key. But I think that's gonna be the difference in this fight, man. It's just damage. And Max has a lot of scar tissue. His eyebrow. I could see him just a lot like battered and bloodied up at decision time, and it's going to be like 48, 47, 49, 46. Ilya, just based on damage. So I'm going to say Ilya decision. Keeping it conservative. I'll be shocked if he KOs Max. It's safe to say he's the face of MMA for at least 2025. Especially the featherweight division. And if he KOs Max Volk, please do not. I know I can just see your ass. Oh, Ilya, come here, man. You trying to fight me in Sydney, Australia. You're 312, eh? I mean, like, no. I can see it so clearly, though. I can just see it, like, face off in the ring. Volk, come up here, Come up here, come to Spain. We'll go to Madrid, right? Madrid. Like, I can just see it. I can see it. It's just like, the good guy never wins in the situation, man. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe MMA gods are saying some other thing. Maybe the script writers got Max by KO in first round. That'd be crazy. I'd be hyped. But I see it for what it is. Max struggles against shorter opponents. It's hard for him to hit the body because that's like a whole game plan Max has. He attacks the body early on. I don't think he's gonna do that against. Like, how can he do that? I guess like spinning back kicks, but don't you think Ilya will know that? I don't know, man. There's more ways for Ilya to win this fight. Max struggles against shorter fighters. Gaethje's not that guy. People gotta understand that. Like, he's just a big lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has power, but he doesn't have technique. Like, he's like Rufus. What did Lucas say? He swings like Rufus. He looks like Rufus, man. Yeah, that's really about it, man. That's tough. I don't like, man. We share the same birthday, bro. Me and Max, bro. We go way back, bro. But I really just pray he doesn't get KO. If he get KO, that'll hurt me, man. And he probably, if he wins this fight though, he's definitely a top 5 fighter, man. We gotta start talking about that shit. He's definitely top 10. Like, he's an argument for top 10, but he can shoot himself up like top 7, top 5 if he wins this fight, man. It's a big fight, great fight. So excited, man. But I'm also I can just see myself being so nervous. It's a great card, man. I'm gonna enjoy this shit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Coming back, it's been a minute. But I appreciate you guys, man. Waiting for me and shit. I appreciate that shit a lot. It's been a minute. And we're gonna come back to uploading. We're gonna talk about Shavkat, Rakhmanev. I think Bilal. He has it in the bag, I'm not gonna lie. And John Jones, he's coming up with the next pay-per-view. We'll talk about that later, man. Fuck that guy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time, I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Sooner rather than later. Goodbye.